Hello and welcome to the 70th episode. And welcome to another Megalomaniac Sunday episode. I'm your host, Jimster Gaming, and I'm playing OTTD on a huge Europe map. So today we are going to do some agriculture transportation. So first out, we are going to get some grain going. So this one is given farm supplies down there, but it also needs to actually send some things moving. It hasn't got anything yet, but that will change. So first of all, let's put on to raise land. We're going to put the depot in a small hole there. So let's put this one on here and do grain. Like that. And the grain is actually going to Norway, which means it's going along the coast. So let's build a new vehicle. What did we have? 63 we had. That means just under 200 to be transported at full speed. So let's put one of those on, and 200 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Put crane on and let's get cracking. So there will be a lot of waypoints on this line, I guess. Let's see, continue this way. Seems to be an issue here as well. A little bit. Not enough passing loops, I guess. Yes. Did we have one here as well? No, we didn't. Okay, but there. Okay. And into this station here that hasn't been built yet. So let's do that. Let's do a long fixture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has got the name Hamar Mill, which isn't that much fun, but whatever. We can use that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done, and bring it down, and let's do that and see if we actually have a processed product. I'm not sure if these will actually do something with the food, but we'll see. Or is that something else? Just a container, whatever. Might be that those actually works. Yeah, whatever. And we need to put an in. So let's do that. Good. And from there bring it all the way back. That's one of the most funny things you can do is actually to watch someone doing waypoints. Let's bring it through there and there and into the depot. Great. So that will be a little bit of a trip. So let's put on 4 of those. Hold control, which means they're going to link up. Another thing I wanted to do is actually to build this line, because currently those trains take a weird route. So I would like them to not do that. I think we can do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we can. Let's do it there. And bring this one out and put one on there as well. And just bring it down there because that fits well. And here as well. That means we get close to this one. Not sure if that's going to be used for anything for the moment, but anyway. This one down there, and it's going to connect to this one. There we go. I need a passing loop probably. My guess is that we'll just do it here. Might be the best place. 9. And do that and put one on there and one on there. Great stuff. Yes. So I'm going to also put on a waypoint. Like that. And change the way these works, because they currently do this and then they do a long thing around this way to get down there, which means that they block a lot of other trains, or well, they are in the way for other trains. So therefore I thought bringing them the other way instead. So I'm going to remove all of these and instead bring them this way. It's might be an issue with the one that's actually out driving somewhere, but whatever. Yeah, on this one there, and then the same way back. That we're going this way, and that way. Great. Let me see, because we have one train on the way, and we have one train waiting here. Okay, great. We have one empty that is over here. That one is going to get very confused. I hope it finds its way. And this was 474, and then we have 476. Ah, it's in the depth. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No issues with that one. Good. And that's sorted. Next one is also going to have grain starting over here. So we need to connect this one. Let's do it on this side. And put in grain. Like that. And let's see, this one produced 252 at Gung Hu. Which means like 180 as well. So let's put this one on, and 4 of those is 220. Yeah, that's fine. Grain it is. Done, and let's get cracking on this one as well. And it needs to get down to Hamar. So through that waypoint and this waypoint. And into this station. Oh, I forgot this waypoint, by the way. Is it important? Probably not, but let's put it on anyway. next waypoint is up here, and then we have the last one over here somewhere. There it is. And get to the depot. Done. Let's open the depot up and put 3 on. Good. And now that we're here, we can also put the sugar beets on. The sugar beet thing could actually be transported by sea all around Norway and down here, but I'll send it by train instead. It will just be one more line that's clogging everything, but that's fine. Sugar beets it is. Let's see, sugar beets. Here we have a little bit different ones to choose between. And in this case it's not important to get there because we have many different places going to that place, many different farms connected to the sugar mill. It's doing 250 tons. I would like to have 300 at least transported on these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one of those. Just to do something different. Sugar beets, that means 340 tons. So every second month we'll transport sugar beets from here, which is absolutely fine. Don't need to be more than that. Because as I said, the sugar mill is getting supplies from like 6 farms maybe, or at least 5. So it's not needed that it gets something from every farm every month. So this will work fine. Just going through this crowded area. So here at Helsingborg we'll need to build some other solution for this, but I do have a plan for that. For the time being I'm going to leave it like this because we don't currently have an issue, or at least not much of an issue. So that should be okay for now, but it's going to get very crowded later on. Anyway, so let's just get back the same way we came. And we are about to be there. It's a really wiggly piece of track here, which I do like though. It's really boring to build just straight ahead. Wiggly is nice. And I'll put 3 trains on. Not sure if that's enough, but we'll notice. We start to build up. Good. That was the next piece done. So back to Karlskrona, and that will also do sugar beets over to Malmö. Don't find there is the farm. It's a very short drive. I don't know how much this one has. It has 63 as well. Okay, so 180. So let's do that. One in on the other side. Because the only thing we do now, we don't really build anything. We just add more lines to the existing network, which will lower the amount of track per train, but it will also increase the amount of traffic on the existing network, which isn't a bad thing actually. So no, I don't need to have one of those. I will actually bring one of these in. These are not very strong or anything. but I'm just going to put on 5 of those, which should absolutely be enough. That's 200. Sugar beets it is. Put it on. Because as far as I remember, no, there's actually an uphill piece as well. I thought it was just the downhill piece here, but there's actually an uphill piece, but whatever. It's going to survive that, hopefully. Yes, get back there and back to the depot. Good, and clone that one as well then. We need to have some old trains as well sometimes, you know. So here, let me see. How long are these trains? They are 3.2. Okay, that means we don't have anything that is longer than the 4 that the side track of this station is, so that's fine. Great. One more done. And then continue on the same path, meaning let's get into some metal. So I need to do that. I need to get this train out of the way first, which we have now. Like that, because the room here isn't enough to actually have a double track piece here connecting, because it will only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it needs 9. And that means that the train going out gets stuck here and blocks the junction, so the train coming in can't get in and blocks the junction there. And that's just not a good way of doing it. So I'm going to make some weird stuff here that these tracks will go over this one, go around here, connect on that side with this one because it needs to go north anyway, and then connect up on this side. But that's a different story. That's a later story. So for now, I'm just going to get cracking on this. I don't know what this one had. Did we apparently have wood going here as well. Okay, great. So let's put on metal. Perfect. So we are going to put on 2 lines here. For now, and then we are also going to supply some places in Finland, if I remember correct. So I'm not sure how much we produce for 50. That will increase. I probably, let me see, what do we do over in Inverness? Do 550 only. Okay. I would guess that at full speed this one is going to do 1,000. So 800 transported. But let's count on 600. No, let's say 100 to every place. So, oh, that's just so little, you know. But whatever. So metal it is. I'm going to use these. And put 5 on. That's 125. That will have to do. Metal it is. There, and full load. Continue this way. We're going to Västerås. I'm not sure what the most logical way of getting there is. It's possible to do it this way to avoid this clog, but that wouldn't be the normal way of doing it, right? So let's just do the most logical path, even though it's the most used path as well. Actually, I don't have a single train in here. Wow. There's one on the way out, but I thought that one would get much more crowded already now, but it will be eventually. So Västerås gets its first metal train coming its way. And back down into Helsingborg. To the depot, there we go. Let's just clone that one and remove all of this. Next one is going to Gothenburg. No, sorry, Jönköping, sorry, which is over here somewhere. There we go. And then back the same way. Can we do with one on that line? That's the question. I don't know how long time it takes to get there. Let's do with one there and two on the other line. For now. Anyway, done. Next out is more metal. Because we also need to supply this one. Which ain't that difficult, because it's just to put harp on here. I was hoping to get a name from the factory, but I didn't, but whatever. Done. And everything has been fixed for it, so that's fine. We just need some ships, and if they take 100, that would be great. So I'm not sure how long it will take. I need 2 because they're rather slow, but let's do that. Metal it is. No, that's not the right one. There are 2 that looks the same. Okay. The second one that looks the same. The Meteor it takes 100. And that's metal, and let's put one there and there, just to avoid everything. And up here, and there, and back. Good stuff. And into the depot. And I'm going to clone that one, so there are 2, and the first one will just have to go. Oh, I didn't put full load, sorry, full load, it needs to be as 1. Anyway, that one is just going somewhere else, so that's fine. For now, yes, so what I need to do is, did I remember to fix these? Do they do transfer? They do, okay, great. Perfect. That's done. More metal coming. So next metal is actually from the UK. So from Inverness we need to ship some metal over to Oslo and Gothenburg. I'm not sure how we are set with it for the moment. We will get more metal, more bauxite in though. But I want to prepare this one, so let's put on a boy out here and over there on the way to open sea. I don't know what that one is called actually. It's probably not called the Firth of Inverness, but whatever. So I need to get one to Oslo and one to Gothenburg. The question is, should we do 2 lines or should we do 1 line? Because I could do 1 line and get them into Drammen. I have one going up there and the other one going down here. I need to extend this station, but that's fine. I hope it's fine anyway. Yeah, it is fine. Yes, I need to do something with this station anyways, it doesn't matter. And make it 8 fixture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put it there first. Then do that and that and that. Great, because this one just produces goods and manufacturing supplies, which could be useful. So if I bring it into Drammen, problem is this is going to be really crowded. I could actually fix this one, because I thought about it before. I can actually do this and sort out this silly junction and improve it. Let's just remove this stuff that's in the way. It doesn't look great, but the important thing is that it works. And this oops, there we should be. This one should improve things. Not that we have an issue right now, but it's going to be an issue at some point in time. So this is going to get the throughput increased at least, which is important. So I need to put this station on as well. Do we have room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoosh! That was close. I didn't realize we had a river there. So let's put the name at least. And this is the same. Oh, sorry, not there. There. This is the same type. So going to need some manufacturing supplies here from here as well, I guess, at some point. So yes, I'm going to do that. So let's put on. I'm going to use a 270 size, or should I do 100 size? If I do 100 size and I just do 100 size for the other, I think that's better actually. So let's do 100 size on this. Metal it is. So we need to get over there, I guess. Use one of the long ones for something short. That's fine. Done. Let's see what we have more here. We don't have any long trains, so that's fine. We don't have anything going out from here for the moment, so that's okay. I need one here because I believe there is some wood going somewhere from here. I think to Spain as well. But on the other side of Spain, so it's going to be really difficult to get right now. This one just goes there and back to here. And I'm going to timetable this one actually. Change time. Wait for minimum 10 days there. That means it has 10 days to get there, 10 days to get back. Should be okay. And then, sorry, let's just clone that one. Remove that. Oops. Delete. Did we get a timetabling? Yes, we did. clear. So this one needs to get somewhere else then. So it needs to get down here and down there. So it's not a long trip either. So I'm actually going to use only one train for now. Oh, let's remove one of those. I need to do it once a month though. Probably need two. So clone that one and let the first one. No. Let the first one go. What did I clone? I'm sure I cloned this one, right? No, I didn't. Okay. This one has a clone one. Okay. So let's do that and tell this one to go there. This one to leave first. Where is it going? It went the right way. Okay, great. Then the other ones can go. No issues with that. Perfect. So for the next time, I'm going to put on a line here to get those over to Drammen. And the next thing up is to get some fruit going. So let's put on a ship here to carry fruit. And I would think it's one of these again. Boring, I know, but whatever. Need to do like Ryanair and be a little bit efficient and use the same version everywhere, or well, at least not have every version in different places. So let's do that, and this one is going to Halmstad, so I'm going to send it this way and over to Gothenburg docks, where we need to extend the station a little bit. So transfer, get the same, go the same way back, and to the depot. So I think we'll need at least two of these. Done. I also need to get the stuff down there actually, so this is going to be a very short trip. Unusually short trip, so let's put something on there and there and there and something up here, because there will most likely also be some farm supplies. Well, there will be some farm supplies coming this way as well, of course. At a later stage, I don't know where they are coming from, but we'll find out. So let's do that and that and connected. Put on your vehicle. Fruit it is, and 25 had been perfect, but we don't have a 25. We have a 20. It needs to go 5 times. 26 isn't great. That one is also 20, but faster. Let's do 20 and faster, because 32 tons doesn't really help them much, does it? Fruit it is, and full load, and go there and do a transfer, and then back to the depot. One is definitely enough. So let's see where we are with this one. We just put on. Did we actually? Yes, we did the transfer. Okay, great stuff. So back here, I'm going to just totally expand this station area like that, and then put one extra on there, and that will be the fruit one for now. Wrong place. Should be there. I mean, I can raise sea level, but it's really expensive. Doesn't make any sense right now, anyway. So that's fixed, and let's put on. Oh, I need to connect this one maybe as well. Would be great. Come on. So, ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on here at least. So the thing is, I don't want to put a small harbor thing here just for bringing fruit there. Doesn't really make any sense. So therefore I decided not to do that. So let's put on a fruit train that takes 100. Fruit it is. Yes, so 2 of those and 2 of those. Great. Make sure it's fruit 100 and get cracking. Full load and bring it in there, do a turnaround, go there, come back. Both of these are going to do no loading, no unloading. No loading, no unloading. I'm not sure, but I would leave it at 1 for now anyway, and see what where we end up with it. Done. Perfect. Yes, so off camera I'm going to fix the metal route from Inverness to Drammen, and I will also fix tomorrow's episode a little bit, because we have an arable farm here that is going to produce grain and of course sugar beets, and the sugar beets will be transported down here and sent by ship to the UK, to Nottingham. So I'm going to put those in as well. We can actually put this one in for now. Let's do the harbor at least. Kristiansand Valley. Oh, we already have docks over there. Oh yeah, okay. Which is kind of silly, really, because this is a little bit what I said in Halmstad. Oh, I don't want to do this, but then I have done it myself earlier, but whatever. You can't be consistent every day, right? So let's put this one on here, like that. It's not optimal to have this climb here, but whatever. Can't do much about it. Yeah, it will work. I'm sure it does. So that was this episode, and more Megalomaniac Sunday is coming in a couple of hours. So until then, have fun and thank you for watching.